This morning, we've got a big mover up over 300% at one point. Going to show you guys the trades, locking in my $500 in profit, hitting my target for the day. I'm a happy camper. It's only 9:22 in the morning, so I've got the rest of the day just to relax and live the dream here in Florida. We just had a hurricane, went surfing this weekend, had a great weekend. Hopefully you guys all had a great weekend as well. If you did anything that was fun and eventful, let me know down in the comments below. But I'm going to show you guys this trade here on DTSS. As usual, obviously I could have capitalized much more. I'm going to talk a lot about that at the end of the video. I'm really going to talk about what I'm focusing on and just this overall FOMO and emotional aspect of trading these crazy stocks that are up over 300%, battling the emotions, understanding that emotions are a part of the game, and how do we use those emotions to make sure that we're capitalizing on these big moves. So I'm going to show you guys a trade here, DTSS, coming right off of the Trade Idea scanner. There's a link down in the description talking more about the scanner, and also there's a link in the comments if you guys want to check out the scanner and the Trade Ideas website. There's a link. Let's get into the live action. What's going on, guys? So we're trading DTSS here. Just buying 500 shares here pre-market. Might buy some more if we pull back down here to the VWAP area, or might look for a push over this 538 area. On the daily chart, we had some resistance back here at the 497. So right now, pushing up there. I'm looking for a push over 538 minimum here before taking any profit today. Looking for a little bit bigger moves. Letting this momentum, play into the momentum. If the market's strong, it wants to squeeze, well, then we're going to let it go, baby. So there's that push up there to the 538, still holding here. Looking for more. Looking to sell some up there, 530s. Put an order out there, try to get filled. Not getting filled. God, we're going to get filled. Here we go. There we go. Getting filled some there at 530. Let's sell some more here at the 556 area. Look at that volume. Look at the volume coming in here, boys. Look at that volume. We're squeezing. We might go all the way to 6 on this. I got 282 shares left. Looking for a little bit more. Maybe get up there. I don't know. Let's hold it. Let's hold and see if we can get a push up there to $6 today on this move here. Like I said, looking for some bigger overall moves today. Let's sell another 100 here. And then I got 182 shares left for that push up there towards $6. You can see the stock this morning going from $2. It's up over 160, 190, 100 and crazy amount of percentage here. We'll see if it'll push through the 75s here and get up there towards $6. See if we can lock in some serious profit here today. Let's see if I can sell a little bit here at 85 on this push here. Put an order out there for another, 45 shares, not getting filled there. See if I can sell 75 shares here for this push up into the 80s. Still looking for that push up to $6. 50 acting as support right now. 550. We'll see if this is a squeeze. Got my finger on the trigger, boys. Kind of watching that 550 here. If we can't hold it, I'm going to jump out. Looks like we're going to sell through there, so I'm going to lock it down there at 550. Not bad. Almost $200 in profit there on DTSS with only, oh, there she, look at it. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at it now. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? See how this reacts at the $6 area. Over $6. Might look to buy some for the break over 6 here. Should get a nice little pop over 6 if this momentum continues. 588 is holding it down right now, 586. So kind of watching to see if we can get over that 86 area and then push up there towards $6. Jumping in there at 585, looking for that push over $6 here. Looking to add for the break over $6 as well. I'm going to take it something right there. Oh, no getting fills. I got 27 shares left here. Wow. I don't even know what to do with these 27 shares. I'm a big baller. Big baller. We can hold these 27 shares, I guess, and see if it'll push. It doesn't jump out there. Wow. So now we're up $344 here on DTSS, and you can see up there to 620 now. Probably should just hammer that for another. I'm trading 500 shares right now pre-market just because it's pre-market, and I'm just trying to get the day started here. But obviously should have, in hindsight now, taken a little bit more. Taking a little bit more, boys. Definitely gonna wait to see what happens here at open. It's almost 9 a.m. I don't know. I'd like to see some type of little pullback here. You can see this thing pushing up there. Now above 625. So my original entry, first entry of the day on this was at $5, 509. So up over $1 now. Getting that push up there to $6 like we were thinking we were going to get. And there it is, up there to 624 now. We'll see how it reacts with this $6 area. If it's going to pull back and touch $6 again here. A little pullback there. Trying to push back up just after bouncing off that $6 area pretty quickly. There's that squeeze. Look at that. Like I said, that candle just about to close right. I was ready. I was ready, boys. I was ready. Had my finger on the trigger, ready to go. Just didn't pull. Didn't pull. Look at it, up there to 640 now. Son of a gun. That was the setup right there. That was the setup off that little pullback to the $6, that whole dollar there, $6 for that squeeze back up. We'll see if we can get another opportunity here. We can sell down to the 6s one more time, maybe. Think we can get down there one more time. I'm jumping there. It's 23. Look for a push back over 640 or higher here. Can add some more at the 6s if we get down there. Might get a little pullback here. Let's see. 24 on the ask. I'm going to take it right there. I think I can hit my goal for the day. Oh, 478. Come on, Patrick. 478. Now we got the high on this candle at 648. So over 648 will be the next big move here. Probably push up there to $7 the way that the stock is moving right now. So we'll keep an eye on it if it pushes up here strong again. Wow! That's fun. Oh my gosh. Did I just see the future? Did I just see the future? Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Why? Like, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's really terrible. I literally just said, if this thing gets over 650, it's over 7 in a matter of, look at that. Look at it. Oh my gosh. You think they just cured cancer or something. Look at this thing. It's up 300% right now. Look at the volume on this thing coming up. The volume just going nuts right now. We're going to get a push over $8 here. Watch. Over 8 on this push right here. Looking for a little pullback here. Maybe 750 area. Look to add some more down there. If we can get down there. Maybe not. Maybe we just go straight to the moon. Over $8 here. Not going to lie, that was definitely a chase. Not going to lie. That was definitely a chase. But I thought it was just going to do another one of these just straight up again here. But I'm pretty sure we can definitely walk away now. We're up $500 on the day. You can see there 548. 548. It's currently 9:05 in the morning. Oh, my gosh. Look at this thing. Just keeps going. It just keeps going. Literally. Won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop, can't stop. One thing that I've really got to focus on and get better at here, trading these small caps, especially when the market's the way it is right now. It's got so much momentum behind it. We get these big movers with a low float, a little bit of news, and they just go to the moon because everyone's trying to get in on these action. Everybody wants to get in on that fat profits. But one thing that I really need to focus on here, just in general with my trading right now, is very simple. This entry here, this was the safest entry of the day, right? This is the best entry of the day, not because it was, overall it was the best entry, but because I bought in here, right? Look at this. So it pops. We got $5. Let me just make this easier. Pull this line down, right? We got $5. The whole dollar area there. We had a little resistance there, that 520. We bounced off of this here. We popped back above. We had a little indecision. And then we finally made that $5 area support, and we went to the moon. Hopefully you guys can see this right here. Yeah, I think you can see it, right? This right here, this is the best entry of the day at $5. Obviously, the stock's now at $8, so in hindsight, it's always like, it's easy to say that, but for me, what I really need to focus on is if I'm going to get into a stock like this, if I see an opportunity, I see a setup, I need to capitalize on that setup while it's still young and fresh. And when I say young and fresh, I'm talking about it's only up, 100, only up maybe 200%. But once these stocks get up 300, 400, 500%, they become much more dangerous, much riskier, and that's when bad things happen. So for me, this is something that I've been battling the last week or so is, I get in at a good entry. I get in here, at a good spot. I take a little bit of profit, Actually, it was pretty good here, holding for this kind of overall move there. But in general, I end up getting in and I sell for a nice profit. It then makes another big move. I jump in again. I jumped in there for the push over 6, so we already kind of knew that setup there. But in general, it's like when I'm identifying these setups, the thing is, I don't want to buy 500 shares pre-market while the stock's up 200%. I don't want to buy 500 shares when it's up 200% and then chase it. And then later on, once it gets to $8, like once it gets up to where it's at now, it's like this right here, this entry, in hindsight, it worked out because I ended up getting the move. But in general, this is bad, right? I just can't be doing this type of thing where I'm like chasing it. The problem is you get this emotional thing where it's like, you think the stock's gonna just kind of make a little move. Maybe you're not expecting this type of move here over 6 like that. So this thing went from, what was the low? The low on this candle here was 611 up there to 728. So that's a full dollar move inside that 1 minute candle. And look where I was in there at the 623 area. The low of this candle was 609. So it wasn't far off from the support there. But in general, yeah, I really just need to make sure that if I'm going to be jumping into this type of action, instead of me, chasing, I shouldn't be chasing up here. This was okay right here. But this setup here, this whole area up here, that was just a chase. And that was just bad because as you can see, look at this. It went from 8 down there to 675. And the thing is, all right, so if I'm getting, let's say I'm getting 30, 40, 50 cents on these moves. I'm getting 30, I'm getting 40, I'm getting 50 cents. Let's just say in general, like with this area here, like with this type of price action, I'm getting those little scalps, little moves. If I try to buy for like the break here with that 500 shares, still using the same size with that 500 shares, and then it drops, like look at this candle here, it just dropped from 780 down there to 711. So it's like I can basically wipe out all of my gains just by making one bad trade. And obviously that's always how it is, but it's like if I'm jumping in at if I'm trading this type of action here, if I'm getting in, I'm making money on this type of action, I need to make sure that if this is my bread and butter right here, if this is the bread and butter, that I'm capitalizing. I'm making the bulk of my profit off of the solid good setups. My first entry on a stock should really set me up to capitalize on that move. That move from the $5 up there to $8, that's $3, people, $3 in action. So if I'm jumping in here for that move higher, obviously, we don't know it's going to go that high. We don't know how it's going to react. But in general, it's like if my first trade on that stock should really be to capitalize on momentum. I should have gotten, 2,000 or 3,000 shares at that point, maybe 1,000. Let's just say 1,000 shares. I should have gotten 1,000 shares at that point and then been able to scale out a little bit longer and really capitalize more on that move. So that's something that I'm really working on and trying to get better at, something that I need to think about more because it's easy. Once you get this confirmation, okay, you see this move here, it's like, oh, wow, it looks tight, like right in there. And then all of a sudden, boom, you get that confirmation. Then it's like, it's so the emotional. You get that FOMO where you get FOMO and you're like, FOMO, this is FOMO right here. That's FOMO. Seeing 1, 2 big green candles, I'm like, well, this is obviously going to squeeze over 8. Maybe it's going to go to $20. You get these these ideas in your head, and you got to keep that emotion out of there. And that's exactly what this could have been bad. I could have bought there at the 775. I could have gotten out for a 40, 50 cent loss, and it would have really hurt my overall P&L because I'm not capitalizing off of the bread and butter. This is bread and butter right here. This is bread and butter type of setup here. Bread and butter. Before, this is before the stock was up 300%. Now it gets to the point where it just becomes very dangerous, and the risk to reward is now just no longer there, especially pre-market like this, because when the volume is light, it's easy to just drop the stock from 8 there down there to 650 just like that. So on that note, as much as I want to keep trading this, I've also kind of made a thing for myself. I've told myself, I said, Patrick, in the past, we were always looking for home runs. We were always looking for big profits because we wanted to show off on YouTube. We wanted to be like, look, I made $5,000 today. And the thing is me making $5,000 isn't even cool anymore because Ross is making $100,000. So the pressure of me trying to make a YouTube video looking cool and fancy and awesome, it's not even a big deal anymore because it's like, well, who cares? If I'm not making $100,000, I'm not going to be impressing anyone on YouTube. So at this point, I might as well just focus on my own trading and become a better trader. And maybe people watching will see that and they'll enjoy the content. Hopefully, I think you guys do enjoy the content already. But in general, there's no point in me trying to have the biggest P&L on YouTube. There's no point in me trying to have a big P&L for Twitter. And I've done that in the past. That has obviously been a thing, in the past. I've battled where I've had plenty of good trades that ended up being bad, ended up turning into bad trades because, maybe I'm up $500, $600, $700, $800 on the trade. But in my head, I'm like, no. We got to get that $1,000 profit. We need that $1,000 profit for the video, for the Instagram, for everything. So removing that. That's one thing that I'm really focused on is just being totally fine with, like earlier this morning, honestly, I had 2 trades on ADT. I'll show you those trades. I made those 2 trades this morning on ADT, and I thought to myself, I was like, honestly, I went to get a coffee and I came back and I was like, I'm totally fine with just walking away with $100 in profit. If nothing pops up, if there's nothing good popping up, there's no good setups, I'm totally fine walking away with a small profit here. Because at the end of the day, I'm not red. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, I'm not red, right? That's all that matters. ADT, beautiful short here, actually. Really beautiful short. I shorted it here, little size, and then thought we might get a little run on it. But overall, ADT, yeah, I mean, it's, when the action's hot, when you got the action, you got to capitalize. And that's one thing I really got to focus on is just kind of sizing in a little bit better on that first trade. I don't wait for the confirmation, Patrick. Don't wait for the, the move to happen. You got to kind of anticipate the move a little bit better and kind of take a little bit bigger risk so we get a bigger reward. Because it's like if I'm taking, at the end of the day, it's all about numbers. If I take 5 trades and 3 of those trades are winners, but I trade 500 shares on those first 3 trades, if I take 500 shares on the first 3 trades of the day, and I make, we'll say I get 40 cents per trade, great. Well, remember, we're taking 5 trades here. Now, if I take 2 trades with, we'll say 1,000 shares, and I lose 40 cents on those 2 trades, I just wiped out all this profit, and now I'm red because of my poor management and trade management in general. So that's something that I'm really focused on right now, and hopefully you guys are picking up on that and seeing the process here of just understanding that you can't go and trade small size, like on this move here, you can't trade small size, and then once the stock really starts going crazy, once it's up 300%, then you shouldn't be sizing up at that point, right? And that's something that, I don't know, I feel like I've battled with that in the past because it's easy, like I said, it's easy to like trade this and then see this and be like, oh, I'm buying 5,000 shares, right? That confirmation makes it easier emotionally to be like, I'm sizing up. I'm going for the big move here. And then you get crushed like this. Then you get crushed. So that's what we're trying to avoid. That is what we're trying to avoid here. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I do enjoy making these videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching these videos. Let me know down in the comments below what you traded today, what stocks were hot on your radar. And well, there it is. DTSS. Make moves.